last class we discussed linear layout, right? So you are now okay with this relative and linear, right? Or any questions you have? I hope you are clear with the both linear and relative, right?
Confusion.
Okay. So just I'll give little bit overview again on this here. First we discussed about relative layout. Then after that we discussed about linear layout. So relative layout is nothing but it's simply in that word itself it is there. It has relation between the components. Like simply this is my UI. If I want to align some components like button like this, each and every element has relation with other component. Like it has relation between this button to this button, this button to this button, here to here, here to here, like that. It has some relation. So each and everywhere it has some relation. So that is relative layout. Either that relation could be component to component, or sometimes it should be layout. Like last time we designed one button exactly in a center. That time we are giving the relation with layout. Normally we here for this we are giving that relation between the components. So like same here, if I go with the linear layout, for linear layout here it is the horizontal and vertical. So it's a simply horizontal and vertical. So horizontal means we can align the buttons left to right. Left to right is horizontal, vertical is the top to bottom. So defaulting, when we create a layout without giving any orientation, default orientation is the horizontal. Then if I go with this is the vertical. So this is the normally linear layout has component like this. Means when we want to create a normal user interface, we will go with the linear layout. When we need a different positions and in a place where we need a different positions in this, then we can go with the linear layout. So that only we did here. See, this is here. This is a linear layout. So first for linear layout, first we are giving this as here vertical. So after that here we added horizontal because I want to align these buttons like this 1, 2, 3 like this. So because of that we added here a linear layout as horizontal. Then here in this we aligned buttons. Button 1, button 2, button 3 like this we align this. So this is like same after this 3 or 4 buttons we closed that linear layout. This is the inner layout. This one we closed here. See, if you are confusing this, just see here. Just by clicking this, see it can be closed here. So or if you select this, just scroll down, automatically see this one is selected here. Means these are the components within this. Either here also it's selected like this. See. This you can follow our previous videos. So still if you have any questions, then we'll discuss again. I hope now it is clear.
Yeah, but బటన్ లీనియర్ లేఅవుట్ లో ఉన్న బటన్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదండి, అది అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ద లీనియర్ లేఅవుట్ వస్తాయి.
Okay, so simple. One more thing here. When you use nested, so this is a main layout, right? So after this layout, when you took this layout, don't drag and drop. See, normally what happens, if I drag and drop one button, where could I place? If I place here, also it could not be. See here, if I place here, sorry, here see, in a split, just now we pasted this button. So this is the code. If I paste exactly within that, then it will come. But see what happens here now. After this, this button, I'm removing this button. So now I want to drag and drop this button. See, this button is outside of this. Why? Because initially, until one component is there, that button could not be here. See, once I paste here one button, so again I paste it here. Wrap content. Wrap content. Now, if you paste one button here, it will come exactly. Okay. Until you don't do like this, it cannot be possible. This. Initially, when you create a linear means a sub layout, directly if you want to drag and drop, it is not possible.
In the design layout, first button
After
మీరు
this,
అక్కడ కోడ్
after
లో రిమూవ్ చేశారు కదా, బట్ ఇక్కడ డిజైన్ లో ఉంది.
లేదు just I removed both. Okay, now it is not there, right?
ఆఫ్టర్ 5
ఇది తీసేయలేదు నేను. After 5, hello, good morning. This is a different button. Linear layout. This is this linear layout. So here is that button. 4, 5. Where is 4, 5? 4 and 5. Okay, here it is, this button. Okay, now we can see this. See, now here already the linear layout is there, but I cannot drag and drop the button in this. If I drag and drop the button, it is definitely it is the outside of the layout only. See, outside of this. If you want this, you can paste here. Then you can change the here properties. Then now, if you want now, you can drop down, drag and drop here. See, drag and drop. Now this button will come inside of this layout. Okay.
Okay.
It's clear. Just you can practice one or two times. You can practice. Still, if you have any questions, I'll cover exactly that particular point.
Okay.
Okay. So in this, in a linear layout, there is one more small topic. See now what happened here? My buttons are like this. So my buttons are like this. So, but my requirement is this buttons would align exactly the 100% of this. So if I give manually, what happens? If I give the wrap content, it is occupying this much. If I give match parent, what happens? So let us say I'll give the match parent to button 1. This is the button 1 match parent. If I give the match parent, remaining 2 buttons should be the outside of the layout. So, but that is not our requirement. So what I need here is, I need 3 buttons, either in a row, so 3 buttons, 2 buttons, or 1 button. It should occupy equal space. So for that, this is a special property for, only this linear layout. Just I'm selecting the weight. I'm giving the weight as 1. So the same weight 1 for remaining 2 buttons. See what happened? It's aligned 100 by component count. Let us I can have here for this. See, for these 2 buttons also, if I give this property, see it is aligned like this. Then if I come here this button, 2 buttons are there. If I give this 2 buttons, weight 100. So it is also same, but I want to remove here 1 button. See, it is 100%. This is the, oh sorry, weight is copied 2 times. See, this is wrap content, but button is occupied 100% because of the weight property. Again in this, if you paste 1 more button, then it will divide it into, see, 50-50. So then this, again, if I want to add 1 more button, see, 1 more button, 1 more button, 1 more button, 1 more button. Like whatever space is there, that can adjustable automatically with the width. See here, 6 buttons aligned like this. Just we can see this in a landscape move. See now exactly what we are expecting, that is. See, these buttons also 2 buttons, 50%, 50%, 3 buttons, almost 33%, 33% like that. It's auto adjust based on this resolution like this. Even if you apply some other properties for this also, like for these buttons, for these all buttons, if you give margin 5 dp also, it can be applicable with the same. See, based on the margin also, it can adjust automatically with the, see, all buttons are aligned like this. See, in an equal manner, all buttons are aligned like this. This is last property in linear layout. So this we used when you want your UI is responsive in a different resolutions. Like my application can be used in a tab, mobile, 5-inch, 6-inch, 7-inch, 8-inch, whatever inch. If you want like that, then this is the best option, this weight property. Okay, this is with this almost we're done with the linear layout. So then now today we will concentrate on one more layout. Next layout is the table layout. So I want to align a table structure. So I want to align a table structure. So table layout, with the Java. So remaining all are same. Just I'm giving the project name called as a table layout. So what happens? Table means normally the content can be either horizontal or vertical based on rows and columns. Table means it's a rows and columns where we can align the data in rows as well as the columns. So, but how we can start this rows and columns? It's simply same. Either that the table layout you can take as a nested of linear layout, or you can take directly table layout on the top also. Anything is possible. So we'll directly take as a table layout only the root layout. So then we can create a rows, number of rows. How many rows you need? Those many rows you can create, and on those many rows you can align the components. Like here, simply I'll write here. So this is our layout. Within the layout, this I want to display like simple same as a calculator. But here, this is the table layout. Here, table layout as closed. Then after this, here I can create a TR1, then TR2, TR3, like this. We can create the number of rows. So for each, it's applicable. That closed means starting tag and ending tag, that whatever rule is there for XML, that we will follow. But like this, we were arranging the components here like this. So that here we'll see this project has created here. Okay. So for this, directly first I'm removing this constraint layout. Okay, this constraint layout I'm changing as a table layout. See, I created as a table layout. Then I'm removing this. Here. First, I want to add like same as a table, but in a table normally we cannot arrange the buttons. So instead of button, today I'm taking here text view. So for this text view, also the properties are width, wrap content, height, wrap content, then text. Same, just I want to create a one table for serial number. So this is. Then I want to create here one more text view. So for this text view also, it's a similar properties. Just I can copy paste here. So instead of serial number, what I am giving here, name, then mobile number, then email. Just I want to display few members data like this. Serial number, email ID, mobile number like this. But this is the normally when I create a table. Let us take here example as a table. How this table could be, just take table with student data, employee data, whatever it is. Just I'm typing with the table with student data. So here, when table with student data, this will come. Why it is good? Just serial number, name, email ID, like with some fields. See, we take this example. Else we can go with the images part. Just a minute, it is opening. I think net is little bit slow today, because of that it's taking little bit time. Okay, just yeah. See, like this, any table, it is having the serial number, name, marks, everything like this. See here. And something is a heading, our heading follows by this data. So, but here, what we design now, this came like this, because just we given in a table layout, but for this, we should define one row, like what I explained here. Like this, you need to define the table row. So for this table row also, it has some width, content, sorry, width we give as a match parent, then height we give as the wrap content. Then close this. So this table layout I close after this parameter, this text view. See, now all are aligned in a single line. So this alignment will see this single line. So now what I'll do is, again I'm creating here. Now I want to insert the data in this table row. So again I'm creating one more row. This row has also have some width, that is match parent. Height is the wrap content. Then I can close this layout. Then now here I want to add some text field. One is here. I'm adding the serial number is 1. Serial number is 1. So serial number 1. Then here I'm giving this name as Raj. And here I'm adding mobile number, some mobile number. Then here I'm adding this email ID. So some email ID I added. See now, how is your UI? So this looking like okay, but we should need some more. We need some more other options here, like we need to adjust the spaces and all, but we will see that first later here after this one more row. So now I want to add one more row here. Split. Again I'm adding here one more row. So table row. So for this I'm adding the width, match parent, height, wrap content. Then so here table. So here number 2, then I'm adding your name. So mobile number, then here I'm adding this email ID. So like this, I aligned. Now data is there now in a 2 rows. But what happens by seeing this, I'm not feeling this is looking like a table. So there is some conflicts are there in this table. Like it is looking like data, but see mobile number is touching here, your name and mobile number is touching. Like that, it has some drawback. So to overcome this drawback, there is some other properties we need to add for this. So how we need to add those other properties? So for that, here just you can see properly in my layout folder. So here I'm adding this here in RES. There is a folder called drawable. So where this is simply I'm customizing whatever Android given the properties, I'm customizing with others. So here in a drawable, just right now it has some already some XML files. Here in this, I'm creating one more custom my XML. So here new XML file I'm creating here. So that is new file I'm creating. That is just a minute. This structure has changed here. Okay, new file. So that new file I created here. Just I'm creating that file name called as the border. This is not created. Okay, XML. So that's that file I want to create as a XML format. So this is not created as XML format. Just a minute. In new Android Studio version, just they changed this property differently. So just I'm creating here new XML file. Yeah, here it is there, XML file. Just I'm creating this values XML file. Just I'm creating this. Okay. Finish. Just I'm creating this one XML file with something. So that is the okay. If I create values, it is coming here. So here I'm creating just a minute. I'll try once again. This I think this property has changed something here. Just I'll create here border. Okay. This is also going with the different XML. Okay, we'll create this drawable resource file. So here this I'm giving name as the border. This border we will create with so okay selector. Then I create here with this selector. So within this, now I have to create with some property from shape. So this I'm changing as a one tag called as a shape. So just you can see this this property in older studio directly they are saying this XML file, but here that changed as a name I changed here with the drawable resource file. Just you can create here by clicking drawable here, new drawable resource file. So in this, just I'm adding this shape.
Voice.
Sorry. You said something?
Hello?
Yeah. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Okay, now you are able to hear my voice.
Hello?
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 Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? రావట్లేదు అంటున్నా.
బ్రేక్ వస్తుందండి.
ఓకే ఓకే మధ్యలో ఇంటర్నెట్ ఏదో ఫ్లక్చుయేట్ అయినట్టుంది. ఓకే. So now here just in a drawable folder, so we created one drawable resource file. Just clicking on this, just you can add something name. So that is just we created one shape tag. So for this shape tag, I'm giving this shape and red shape as I'm giving the rectangle shape. So for this rectangular shape, I want to give some color for this. So I'm giving this color as well as the stroke. First we'll give some width for this. So shape I given, then white is not taking this width. So here I'm applying the property called width. Something it is showing here. Resource XML resource it is taking. Okay. Yeah, just a minute. It's why it is not taking. It already it's maybe it's with a new version of this. It is taking a little bit. This just a minute. Already we have that file. Just I'll show you there, and I'll write the same. See in a table layout here, we have already that file. See where we created this shape tag. Within the shape tag, just we are creating this two properties. One is the rectangular style, other is a stroke. Stroke means just it's created one line here, and that line width is 1 dp, and we are giving the color as something color given as a black color. So now what happens, this black color now I'll apply here for this. So each and every text I'll apply here so that it can create a border for each and every text. See here for this serial number, I'm adding this the border, sorry, background, so that where we can add that from the drawable folder border. Like this, I'm adding this from this. So copy this and paste for other text views, name, mobile number, so for sorry, here already added. Then next you can add for the email, like you can add same in a second row and third row as well. Second row, third row. So second row it's completed. Then I'm adding here same in a third row. See here. Now this is looking like a table. This is looking like a table, but now the text is touching the lines. So just I need inside the space. So last time what we did here, we given a margin. So where margin will create a space outside of the component. But now I need inside of the space. So that is padding. I'll give padding as a 5 dp. See now, it's created a space surround the element, surround the component. Like I'm giving this for every this. So like here, like that for each and every component, each and every text view, I'm giving this background.